connecting the nation. Internet and information. We connecting the nation. Bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation. Internet and information. We connecting the nation. Bringing internet to you. Alright, want to stick a bet. Everybody have to get internet. No community access point. Connection coulda day or night. And we've got public Wi-Fi, hotspot, and a touch you training, we got that. Enabling those in need, connecting us to technology. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you.
opportunity for us to be great, for us to connect to the world. But there are unscrupulous persons who will pry on this opportunity and want to utilize this service for evil or for bad. I am taking this opportunity to implore you to be careful of the information you share. There are a lot of young persons here. In addition to doing their homework, they want to access social media platforms. Be careful of what it is that you share on these platforms. In the same breath, I would also like to, on the behalf of Acting Senior Superintendent Carlos Russell, bring greetings to you and hope that you utilize this service in a positive and meaningful way. Thank you.
Come on, give the police a round of applause again. Just a point of information, as we urge the citizens to utilize the service, in the event that the service is down, you can contact the Universal Service Fund. If you have a brochure, you will see our number at the back. It's 926-1727, and we're also on all the social media platforms as well. I'm sorry? Right, please follow us on all the social media platforms as well. At USF Jamaica. Now we would like to invite Ms. Carleen Benjamin, our counselor for the Palmer's Cross Division, to bring greetings. Make your representative feel welcome, please.
Thank you very much. I am Mrs. Carleen Benjamin, and I am indeed the counselor for the Palmer's Cross Division. Let me acknowledge the Acting Chief Executive Officer from the Universal Service Fund, Ms. Akins, our Community Development Officer from the SDC, Mr. Michael Jackson, Principal of Green Park Primary, Ms. Sergeant Leroy Chambers, representing DSP Owen Brown, and our Member of Parliament, Honorable Pearnel Charles Jr., residents of Freetown, students from the Green Park Primary, all of you this afternoon, good afternoon. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. As a counselor representing Freetown, I'm really overjoyed this afternoon. When my Member of Parliament, the Honorable Pearnel Charles Jr., said to me, I am bringing free Wi-Fi into the division that you represent. Give me a community. I gave him 3. I said Freetown, Sandy Bay, Palmer's Cross. He said, Counselor, did you hear what I said? I said, yes, sir, I heard you. He said, choose out of the 3 that you just gave me, choose one. That him having a head already, you know, that is Freetown him or do. So I said, okay, sir, I will choose Freetown in the first phase, and then you will do Sandy Bay in the second phase, and Palmer's Cross in the third phase. He said, I don't know about that. I know about the first phase. And so I'm really happy, and I want to thank you, MP, and the Universal Service Fund for this opportunity. You know, at the municipal corporation, every time they talk about town, they talk about Maypen and all the other towns, I would stick my hand up, and when I've been acknowledged, I would say, I don't hear my town. And they say, which town is that, Councillor? And I said, Freetown. And they would laugh at me, you know, and I said, listen to me. I have a plan to develop Freetown into a real town, because it is the entrance into the constituency, the entrance into the parish. And one dared to tell me they don't have to drive through Freetown. I said, even when you take the highway, you still have to come through Freetown in order to land into the parish of Clarendon. And so I'm really happy for this transformation this afternoon. And the Freetown Citizens Association would also be happy for this tap into what will happen in a couple weeks' time. And so Freetown is on the rise. The potential is here, and we are building out a town in Freetown. And rest assured, with the Member of Parliament that we have, this certainly will be the town in the parish of Clarendon. So look out, residents of Freetown, look out. Your town is on the way, and the free Wi-Fi is a start. So I just want to thank you all, and God bless you, and do enjoy the free Wi-Fi for the church, for the postal agency, for the school, and for all of we. Thank you.
Come on, give her a big round of applause, man. Better than that, she's very passionate. Now we would like to invite our children to come and present their item. Give a big round of applause for the Green Park Primary School as they come with their talent. Give them a big round of applause, people. Let's encourage our children.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michaela Williams. I'm the head girl of Green Park Primary. This item is carried out by Ariana Williams, Kay John Williams, and Kamira Cummins. It's a Louis Bennett special, new schoolers. Give them a round of applause, everyone.
Good morning, teacher. How is you? My name is Sierra Pool, and this a family little boy Michael, and me just bring me come to school. In born one rainy day, mom, it was coming on tonight. Ugly baby girl pretty fit true, for this one was a sight. In born the week when Rufus jackfruit tree did start to bear, is that same month, Obi Pig dead, but me forgot the year. We call him me, Mike, Mikey, Jakey, Jacob, Jack, but him right name is Michael Jacob Alexander Black. Not treat him rough, ya teacher. Him is a sickly child. As you touch him hard, he make nice. Some people say him poil. Not treat him rough, ya teacher. If him rude and start to rave, just beat another boy and him will frighten and behave. For enough time when him rude a yard, I don't want hear at all. I just beat the bedpost hard, ma, and you want to hear drop ball. Now that you know him little ways and not having no fear that anything will mail him, so I left him in your care.
Thank you, everyone.
Give them a big round of applause. Give them a big round of applause. We would like to invite our acting CEO and the Member of Parliament to just give a little token of our appreciation of their effort. Give them a round of applause again. Give them a big round of applause again, as they did very well. Okay, Freetown community. If I should ask you, who is the man in charge of the PAD program? Anybody? Okay, Pearnel Charles Jr. Who is the man in charge of the farm work program? Okay, very good. So it brings me great pleasure today to introduce your Member of Parliament the Honorable Pearnel Charles Jr. As our CEO would have indicated, this is not the Universal Service Fund who picked Freetown primary community. We didn't dig in a bag and pick out a community. We didn't throw or just pick something blindly. It is in effort of the Member of Parliament along with his councillors. Give him a big round of applause. Some of the communities that would have benefit are Lioneltown, Rocky Point, Longville, and we are here today in Freetown. So once again, to bring greetings, let's give a big round of applause for your Member of Parliament, Mr. Pearnel Charles Jr.
Thank you to our moderator. Let me acknowledge, of course, as we are here in the Palmer's Cross Division, we first acknowledge my councillor who leads in this division. And welcome. Welcome to Freetown. Welcome to Southeast Clarendon, to Mr. Andrew McRae. Welcome to the rest of your team that is here, including Mr. Ashley and the other team members who I know well because they have been here with us on multiple occasions. I acknowledge also our very excellent representative from the SDC, Ms. Akins, my principal, my pastor, my big-time artist, Michael Jackson, who is here as well. And of course, I have to acknowledge Mr. Chambers and Mr. Freddie and all of the members of the JCF who are here. Because I tell you something, and it's excellent that they're here. Not only because I am a former Minister of State in the Ministry of National Security, but it is important for community to include those who are securing us. So give them a round of applause, please. Now, I notice that in the audience, we have some community leaders. I see Mr. Beefy Ingram sitting down beside a lady whose hair is getting longer. It wasn't that long last week. But I also noticed that there's a particular person here who don't come from Palmer's Cross, you know. But Mr. Coke is here as the councillor for Mineral Heights Division. I hear somebody shout out support, but I know Mr. Coke, and Mr. Coke is here to grab USF ears. I am sure that before Mr. McRae leaves, Mr. Coke is going to find him and talk about somewhere else in Mineral Heights. But let me state that the first place in Southeast Clarendon that was the beneficiary of any Wi-Fi was Mineral Heights, which is in the Mineral Heights Division. However, at the time, Mr. Coke wasn't the councillor. So I saw him a while, I was shaking his head like that no count. Anyhow, let me very quickly tell you this. Daniel Dawes is not just, for me, a former CEO of the USF. Daniel Dawes is my friend. Daniel Dawes had a passion for ensuring that he carried out the mission of expanding the network of connectivity in Jamaica. He was a unique, rambunctious personality that you had to understand, and that after a while you ask yourself how you come to love him. Daniel was just that person. And I must tell you, had he been here today, he would have probably been rushing for us to start and coming beside me and telling me, oh, hurry up and just do that. And, you get up and go and give out that. He just giving instructions. I will miss him. I will miss him. He called us the week before he passed, spoke to that lady over there. And he said to her, and he sent me a message too, hurry up and get Rocky Point done. Why are you wasting time? The Wi-Fi down there, fix up the computer things so we can put it in. That is Daniel. Mr. Dawes will be missed. And I'm looking forward to those in the USF family carrying out and operating with the same level of passion. I don't want any dip or decline in the focus that he had. I know that he passed unexpectedly. But one of the things I know he was looking forward to is today. He spoke to me about it. We planned it. He asked about it. And I tell you this, most times, you have to be calling people. Him calling you, you're not wasting the time. He's going to call you and say, listen, brother, make sure the thing's set up properly. Make sure you're ready. Come in and we'll come in with everybody. He's going to be missed, I must tell you the truth. So on behalf of the entire Southeast Clarendon, I want to just extend my condolences to the USF family, extend my condolences directly to the family of Mr. Dawes and all of the communities across Jamaica that were impacted by him, and just to give our commitment as a constituency to ensuring that we utilize the Wi-Fi services to the best of our ability. Wi-Fi is critical for us to ensure that our children can connect to the information they need to develop their minds and to develop their skills. But as Pastor Jackson reminded us, and Pastor Chambers too, I'll ordain him, as they reminded us, with every great access comes great responsibility. And so we have to ensure that as community members, we utilize the Wi-Fi for good, and that we protect our children by monitoring them and supervising them and ensuring that as we give them the devices, we also give them the tools and the knowledge on how to use the devices. I shudder to think what I'd be doing if I was a 12-year-old or 13-year-old boy again with free access to anything I want without supervision. There are tools, software tools that you can put on the devices to ensure that when you access the Wi-Fi, your children are protected. And it is something that every single time we launch in Southeast Clarendon, I make this remark about ensuring that as parents and guardians, brothers and sisters, adults, that we ensure that the equipment that is used by our children is equipment with the tools to protect our children. And if you don't have the software on it, go to somebody who you can get some support from to put it on it. If you don't know how to utilize it yourself, ensure that you're monitoring the use of these devices by your children. Take it away after work is done if you have to, so that they can use the information for good and not for evil. Now, Southeast Clarendon, Mr. McRae, is one of your largest constituencies in the entire country. I believe if you're looking on population, we are the largest in central Jamaica. We have tipped over by now 46,000 persons on our voters list. And the limit is 45. Only Westmoreland Central surpasses us. I say all of that to say that we look forward to the rationalizing of the Wi-Fi based on population, which would mean that when people say, how come you reach 5? They'll understand that that's just 5 of the 20 that should really come based on our population. I'm serious. Because what we really want for Jamaica is to make sure that every Jamaican student, every Jamaican youngster who is out of high school and has to do a resume should be able to go to the Wi-Fi, pick up their phone, type in, how do I do a resume, and get the samples, download it, go home and do the work. We want to make sure that if you are a 50-year-old and you want to start a business and you don't know what to do, you can go to your Wi-Fi, get your phone, get your tablet, get your computer, type it in, and go back home and get it done. Whether you're young or old, access and connectivity can help you to pay your bills, to get the information, to empower and educate yourself. And so we believe that where the population is exceedingly abundant, we are looking forward to the USF Wi-Fi being present. I want to thank my counselor, who was also insistent. Don't watch what she's saying. It wasn't just me. She was also very insistent that Freetown be the first in her division. And give her a round of applause, please. And I must tell you, though I won't get into all of it in terms of the details, and let me acknowledge Miss Denise Moody, who is here from the Freetown Primary School. And I see her beside one of her beautiful teachers. And is that students from, yes, and students. But I was saying to you, Freetown is a special town. If you understand the history, there's a reason why it's called Freetown. A lot happened here. Yes? So free Wi-Fi must be in Freetown. And there's a connectivity to our history, historically. Why we are here today, and the access and the breaking of chains is critical for this place. This is a special area. I don't know if everybody who lives here understands the value of this space, but I do. I do. And so we're going to work together as the political leadership with the church, with the schools, with the SDC, with the CDC, with the USF, with the community, to make sure that we develop Freetown as best as possible. I am looking forward to a time when visitors to Jamaica will come off of the highway and come into Freetown, because we will have areas here where they can study our history. There is nowhere else in this central Jamaica that can boast such a name. And it is for us to know how we can capture the history and portray it and communicate it so that we can get the benefit from it for our people here in Freetown. Let me say thank you to Minister Vaz, who has been steadfast in ensuring that the investment in the Universal Service Fund is there. Let me say also thank you to our Prime Minister, who has the vision of connectivity and who has stuck on the three words: productivity, peace, and prosperity for our country. And as a minister and as a member of parliament, I am very proud of a government that has been focused on developing Jamaica. Never before have we seen this kind of activity nationwide. Whether it is a JLP or a PMP MP, it doesn't matter to the USF. The USF is there to ensure that every single constituency is fitted with Wi-Fi. And that is the approach that we're taking to governance. I keep on telling people, you know, I'm blessed that when I went into my election in September 2020, despite many telling me that I was going to have trouble, I came out with the second highest vote in the country, and with a record vote in this constituency. And it was no one set of people voting. I represent all, from all towns, all places, and all sides. And I hope that the free Wi-Fi is seen in that way. It's not Pearnel Wi-Fi or beefy Wi-Fi. It's all of our Wi-Fi. And we're all to utilize it to the benefit of every single constituent. So, again, we welcome you. We thank you, USF. And we do look forward to seeing you here many, many, many more times. I think that I have made a cogent argument for us to move from what is now my 5th Wi-Fi, right? Because we did Mineral Heights. Let me take you through Mineral Heights. And then, no, stop. We did Rocky Point. My apologies. Right, that was the first. Then we went to Mineral Heights. Then we went to Lionel Town. Then we went to Longville Park, right near the police station. And now we are here in Freetown. And as I am here looking on my phone, I can see that there is a projection for us to go elsewhere. But Mr. McCray hasn't given me the authority yet to make the announcement. So I will leave that for later down this year, and I look forward to another 2 or 3. Thank you very much.
Give your member of parliament a huge round of applause. As we said, this would not be possible without him. Before we close, we would like to everyone to join us at the sign where we'll do the launch of the unveiling of the sign. But before that, we would like to invite Pastor Verral Dixon to come and do the vote of thanks. Make him feel welcome, please.
Thank you, Mr. Master of Ceremony. All protocols observed. Good afternoon, everyone. And I'm saying good afternoon because it is a good afternoon. On behalf of the Freetown citizens, I am bubbling over with joy because of this initiative from the USF and the Member of Parliament and the Councillor. We are on the verge of launching our Neighborhood Watch and Citizens Association. And this is a plus for us. And I'm seeing Freetown going where we want it to go. One writer says that the journey of 1,000,000 miles begins with the first step. And I believe this is a first step rather, in the right direction. And so we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We are grateful for this initiative. Every member, every citizen of Freetown. And we just want to let you know that we are inviting you to come celebrate with us in our week of activity. And you will see how your Wi-Fi work when you come to celebrate with us. We will start with a church service on the 28th. I believe it's the church next door, the 28th of July. And then the launch of the Citizens Association and the Neighborhood Watch will be on the 29th. The councillor and the MP have already gotten their letters. And so we're looking forward for a grand celebration. Mr. Charles said it. Freetown is one of the first free villages in Jamaica. And so we will be celebrating that freedom this year. And we are inviting you to join with us as we celebrate. On the 30th, we'll be having the vigil right here in the town of Freetown, where the chains, Sir Charles, were released, and the proclamation was made that Freetown is free. And so we will be having a vigil right here, the 28th. It starts at 7 p.m., goes until about midnight. And then on the 1st of August, we'll be having the grand celebration at the school, Freetown Primary School, where we'll have a health fair and expo. you can't afford to miss it. And so this free Wi-Fi, we want to thank you, sir, Executive Director. And on behalf of the Freetown Citizen Association, we want you to bring condolences to the family of Dr. Dawes and the USF. We share in your moment of bereavement. We thank you one more time. We thank all of you who participated this afternoon, who gave tributes or gave a talk. We thank you. And we are looking forward to working with you from here on. And being that we have communication now, we can't say we did not know or we do not know, because our Wi-Fi is there to spread. It is free to spread the word around. And you know what I'm happy for? When we'll be having our celebration, we can stream live all over the world because Freetown has its free Wi-Fi. I thank you, Sir Charles, and I thank the USF, the members of the Freetown Citizens Association, and every citizen of Freetown. On behalf of them, I want to express thank you. We're grateful, and God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor Verrill. So we have come to the end of our program. As stated earlier, we just invite everyone to join us by the sign. Member of Parliament and councillors, police, students, citizens, everyone. We thank you for entertaining us and we wish you all a great day. Thank you.
Universal Service Fund. So we tell them, we connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. We connecting the nation, internet and information. We connecting the nation, bringing internet to you. Everybody have